This is Friends Forever.
Yay!
Are you my friend forever?
No!
I don't like it either.
I'm only using you for my fame.
This is kind of a similar setup. This is the Ice King invites... How do you say his name again?
Life-giving Magus.
Life-giving Magus to his home to do exactly that, to give life to his lamp. We seem to have a real fondness for he really wanted that lamp specifically alive. Was there any history before with the lamp? I can't remember.
No.
I don't remember anything.
He did say, and I'm trying to remember exactly, basically he said he told the lamp a lot of secrets, though, it seems. That's kind of all it was.
Has the strong connection with the lamp. Lamp seems different, but kind of nice. Is willing to chat with him and stuff. Gets really selfish and wants even more friends, so forces,
Life-giving Magus.
Life-giving Magus.
Just call him Master Shake.
That's, Magus Shake. Magus Shake to bring to life all these other friends, and they're all pretty much hipsters. They just want to talk about philosophy and what everything means, and we don't like you, but we'll hang with you. That's very hipster philosophy.
So wait, am I a hipster then? Because we're talking about Adventure Time, and I'm getting all philosophical.
True.
And I don't want to hang out with you.
And I hate you, but I'm hanging with you anyway.
So wait.
Yeah, ooh. That hat is pretty hipster. You'd wear it forward, though, if you're a true hipster. You just look like something from the late 90s. No, now you really look like something from the late 90s. You look like that cool character that's supposed to save a show from getting canceled.
Wait, freeze! Oh wait, no, Zach never actually wore a hat. Never mind, go on.
Actually, I don't think anyone on that show did. Their hair is just too amazing to cover up.
I think Screech did every once in a while, and I think that... wait, why are we talking about Saved by the Bell? Ooh! Oh my god, we should do Saved by the Bell vlogs.
I'm so excited! I'm so scared! All the rest of these Adventure Time vlogs are just going to be talking about other vlogs we should be doing.
I just want to say one thing really quickly about Saved by the Bell. When Adult Swim started showing some Saved by the Bell
I remember
episodes,
that, yeah.
They did a special bumper for the whole I'm so excited thing, but they turned it into this reverse metal, not metal sound, but looking metal, and slowed it down so it's I'm so scared. It was so freaking disturbing. Look it up, it's great.
That scene is meant to be disturbing, so not that they needed the slow-mo or metal filter. So he gets all his friends, and they don't treat him good, they don't treat him bad. They just sort of try to change him and say, they're just not a fan of that. So he freezes them, kicks them all out the window, even though she's kind of pleading for her life and has said, what have I done wrong or whatever, gets rid of the lamp. And then Magus Shake and him are just sort of leaning out the window and wondering if they can be friends. He says no, but he likes the book, so they can be friends with him. And that's the ending. I thought this one... You know what this one reminded me of? What was that episode where Finn has the smaller versions of everybody?
Oh, no, I know with Magic Man.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That one.
Yeah.
It reminded me a little bit of that. There's something it feels kind of like a social experiment a little bit. And, what if you're to bring these people to life, these friends... Or, first of all, just one friend, that's perfectly fine, but then you want more, and you just totally push the one that kind of mattered out of the way. Actually, twice, if you count Magus Shake.
Yeah.
Because he just came on his own whim. He invited him over, he came, he was happy to be there, he was happy to talk with him, but he's like, I want real friends! And so he makes this lamp that actually looks like an okay friend, doesn't understand him as much, but is fine, and then he just keeps going. And the friends, I'm glad the friends aren't just flat out jerks. Like I said, they're kind of this interesting hybrid of kind of nice but kind of douchey at the same time too. It's they're fine hanging with him as long as they change him, kind of thing.
Well, remember, they all know all of his secrets.
Yeah, there's that too.
So, and we don't like you, but we're here for you.
Yeah. Sort of weird, interesting lines like that I thought were kind of cool, and it's not one where I was necessarily watching it ooh, this means that, and this is a connection to this. It's just sort of more like this abstract, I guess I want to say abstract story. It kind of is, but I just sort of like the direction where it sort of just kind of naturally flows to, you know. It doesn't feel like, hey, we're trying to say this, you know. It feels like it just kind of goes the direction, like, if this weird thing happened and this was the setup, this is just what would come of it. You know, like, they still kind of stay in character. And Gunther's a real dick in this one. I mean, I guess he's been a dick to Gunther. Ice King's been a dick to him for a long time, so it kind of has it coming. But yeah, but yeah, I think even in the same sentence, he calls him Gunther and then Gunther, which I thought was funny. But no, I liked it. I sort of like that. You know, like, both kids and adults can kind of watch and not get the exact message, or someone can find something like a little deeper that might be a little different for each person. Like, they can sort of take something a little different from it. But yeah, no, I liked it. I thought there was just enough stuff that was opened up for, like, hey, you can interpret it this way, but then there's also some stuff that most likely will give you this feeling or this idea or whatever. So I definitely liked it. What do you think?
Anything Master Shake is in, I love Dana Snyder. I think he's great.
Well, he was so nice in this episode, too. He so rarely plays the nice guy. Doesn't he?
No, it's kind of all over the place depending on what he's in.
Okay.
I mean, everyone knows him mainly as Master Shake, who's an asshole.
Yeah.
But, like, he plays other parts that aren't so bad.
He plays a jerk in home movies. He played... Oh, what else am I thinking? Has he played a jerk on this a few times?
No, he only played Magus.
Oh, is that it? I could have he played, like, one
I
or
don't
two
think
other roles.
so.
No? Okay.
No,
Maybe I'm thinking of
I
another
think
show.
But no, anything he's in I always like. He's got a very distinct voice, and I think he's great.
Somebody I think on Home Movies, they were talking on the commentary, and they said his voice is kind of like an acquired taste. You know, because some people can listen to it and really not like it. And the way they put it, I thought was a great way of putting it, is just constantly ask yourself, why would anyone talk the way he talks and enunciate and emphasize the way he enunciates and emphasizes? Like, nobody talks the way he talks. You know, it's such a strange... I mean, actually, this one, he kind of talks normal. Yeah. But in a lot of our stuff that he does, there is this very strange way he emphasizes stuff. You know, like, he'll just put the emphasis on these weird words, you know, kind of like Christopher Walken does. And, I expect... He's good at doing the normal stuff like this, too, for, you know, being this weird Magus character. But, I like when he does the really out there crazy shit.
Yeah. What's the one show we're watching? The Hell one. Jory?
There's probably 5 of those.
Oh my god, you're going to hell?
Your face is going to hell?
Your ass is going to hell?
It's like your ass is going to... It's a live action one. It takes place in hell.
Okay.
And
really
the character goes to visit his old roommate, which is played by Dana Snyder. And it's interesting to see him live action.
Yeah, I'm so used to hearing the voice.
Kind of sounding like him and kind of not. It's pretty neat.
Huh.
Sorry, just again, Dana Snyder. I love the guy. What I found interesting about it was the whole... it's almost like a forewarning of be careful who your friends are. Mm-hmm. Don't be friends with people just to be friends with people. You know, because Ice King just wants to be friends with whoever. You should be friends with people who want to be friends with you, in a sense. Like, the Lamp and Magic Shake.
It sticks, man. It sticks.
I'll call him...
Your pretty face is going to hell.
That's the show. I haven't seen it, but apparently it's really good.
It's fun. Life-Giving Magus and the Lamp are kind of like, yeah, I want to be your friend. I'm okay with this. But it wasn't good enough. So he wanted to be friends. He wanted more friends, but he kept trying to force himself on these people that didn't want to be friends with him. And in the end, it kind of backfired, and it hurt him in the end, and he was kind of, you know... It says, just be friends with people who want to be friends with you. Don't try to force friendship on people who don't want to be around you.
And even some people that want to be friends with you, it's like, well, make sure you want to be friends with them.
Yeah, like, it's a two-way street, you know? And that's kind of what I got from it. Plus, Gunther. I'm so sad because I don't have my phone case anymore.
Oh, the Gunther phone case?
I upgraded my phone, and it's like, oh.
Oh.
That's it. That's all I got. I liked it. I thought it was fun. Especially the sweeping part where Ice King comes out and there's the Gunthers everywhere doing all this crazy crap. It's like, ah! And you just see him in a pile on the floor and he sweeps them into the room.
Yeah.
That just reminds me like classic like Bugs Bunny or whatnot. Just something along those lines.
There is a, the animation on this one seemed a little different than usual. It almost seemed like they were, like the mouths were a little bigger and rounder and stuff. Like usually when the Ice King talks, it's like his mouth is normal proportion to his body. And here it looks like it took over like just half of his body when he talked.
I didn't catch that.
His mouth was like really, really big. And I'm sure that's, whatever, an animation company or a style of the director or whatever. But it was something where it's like, because most of these shows, especially with such a simple style, they're pretty good at, mixing the animation. You wouldn't know who did what. But every once in a while, one comes through where I'm just like, that's a very distinct style they're doing right now. Whether for better or worse, but I thought it worked fine.
Actually, speaking of that, I was hoping I wouldn't forget. I didn't. The cymbal, the hi-hat. When he came up and he was talking, it was only briefly. It reminded me of a Canadian from South Park.
That's it. Yeah, the
beady eyes.
Yeah, that's really what reminded me of too.
Head, quote unquote.
I like the fact that it actually did do the little psh every time it talked too. Yeah, that really reminded me of Terrence and Phillip.
I'm wondering if it was intentional or if it was just kind of like, well, he's a hi-hat. That's how a hi-hat would talk.
If the other characters didn't have dot eyes, I would be like, that's totally intentional. But because they do, it probably is. My guess is it's probably intentional. But I'm sure, like, when they saw it, they're like, "Oh, that looks like Terrence and Phillip." Okay, let's just say it's an homage. Why not? I'm sure they love the show.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, you never know. So yeah, that really reminded me of that too. Good stuff. Good episode. Friends. Actually, that is the song that they sung in Saved by the Bell too. Friends forever.
Holy crap.
Friends.